Hang on, let me just start the video. Holy hecker.
We got there in the end, don't worry.
What a start to the show.
You'll take the best episode picture already. So, Jimmy, many thanks for coming on the Huddy Hui. Poneke this season, you beat Hello Boys Maris 25 points to 29. And unfortunately, last weekend, you went down to them 24 points to 19. A great season, but another close one. Tell us about that game against Hutt last week.
Oh, jeez. What can I say? It was a tough match, man. They really came out to play. And I thought the boys would be able to pull it through near the end, but it just didn't go our way. It's just unlucky. It is what it is.
And of course, Poneke this year have been well known for being a very grounded side, tough results. Let's look at a plus 71 record, finishing third in the Swindale Shield, one of the lowest for and against in the competition. And what has been the key to Poneke this season in terms of your team's performances finishing third in some really tough matches?
I don't know. I think I'd like to put on Toby and Ridge. We came together as a team or as a club at the end of last year and just had a meeting and planned out what our year was going to look like. And he said a lot of things, but one of the big things that he didn't mention was like Jubilee and Swindale. Like he just really focused on what we can do as a club and work together, using doing well in our culture as a club. So I think that was a massive thing for us, is that we were working together as a team and as a club and working on our culture. I think it's just blended in well with our season. So it's worked out nicely. And now we can actually talk about the chance of winning a Jubilee. A couple of weeks ago, we actually talked once about winning Swindale, and then we just parked it and went on each week. So yeah, I really do think that was the key thing to our season going so well at the moment.
So home games this season, except for the Tawa game, have been pretty impressive results and tough ones. Oris, Petone, or Maris St. Pat's, what has been your favourite out of those three this season? Because they've all been epic games.
Yeah, they have been. My favourite, I'd like to say, is Petone. Being Petone, knowing that they were unbeaten, and them coming out to us, and we were able to win against them. It felt real good. Everyone was on. Everyone played a mean game, and I think that's why we came up on top. We really wanted to win.
What was your favourite out of the three? Was it the Oris game? Because I thought you were outstanding in that game.
It's funny you say that. I didn't play the Oris game.
Oh, that's right.
I was injured. I think I injured myself in the week before against OBU. I did my ankle and knee. So yeah, when you were talking about Oris game, I was like, I didn't even play that one. You must have been looking at DJ.
I think I was looking at DJ. So. Very similar. Yeah, so that's why I threw that question in there to test you. So what have you enjoyed about the Poneke Cup? Who are some of the key characters, and what's the culture like there, which has been really embedded into the team?
I think the culture that we're trying to go for this year is just one club. And we can see it in training because when we do our reviews, we have the reserves there with us, and we work together as a team, and like everyone's in on everything. So I think it's really good that we work together as just one club, and that's the culture that Ridge and Toes are trying to go for, and I think it's really showing in our how we play.
Your playing role over the years has been quite unique. You're a loose forward at the moment, but you've often drifted between hooker and second five. What's behind all those positional changes, and which position do you prefer?
Oh, man, everyone always asks me this question. I'm not even sure what position I prefer at the moment. But, I'm a forward at heart. I love the forwards, so I've had to say Lucy. Lucy is one of my favorites. The reason why I keep changing is because I think early on, so my original position when I first started playing was prop. Then I moved into moved into prop, and then hooker, and then I moved into Lucy's. But the reason why I went from Lucy's to flanker is because we were short on backs one game. There was a game against Oris when Julian Salvia played, and I got to train. It was my first game back from injury, I was playing with the reserves and I got called up to the Prems. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, "Oh, we need you to bench for second five." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, sweet." 10 minutes on off the bench, cool. And then 5 minutes later after that, they're like, "Okay, we got another guy injured, so we need you to start at second five." I was like, "Really?" Like, this is the biggest stitch up. And then like found out that Julian Salvia was playing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys threw me on the bus here." Like literally threw me under the bus. I was like, "Oh jeez." But just had to do it, had to get the job done. So it was good.
One of your key attributes, Jimmy, is that you are one of the strongest tacklers in club rugby. Tell us about your tackling physique. How did you learn to be such a dynamic tackler?
Uh my old man used to like he used to always tell me like, tackle hard and all that, and like we would practice in the living room. Like he would run it to me and I just had to like tackle him. Not like full tackle, but it was just the contact that we made. And he also said just like, it's a mental thing. It's not really like what you do, it's mainly how you think. And every tackle you gotta make is gotta be a dominant one or just a solid contact. So I think rather than what I do, it's more how I think when I go into contact.
Wellington College is your former alma mater. That's where you've studied. Tell us about your time there at Wellington College. There's definitely a strong history there in rugby.
Yeah, no, had a great time at Wellington College. Grew up in Kauai, then went to Wellington College all my years, and no, it was good. My rugby career there was pretty average, to be fair. We didn't do so well. I think we were the first team that lost to Hibs again in first 15, and also the first team to lose to White Upper. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but great times, great times. Love that school, Dub C.
Yeah, that's when you finally lost the Dub C title to the guys over in Masterton. So
Yep, yep. Just that 1 year, and the next year we returned it. So it's all right.
what,
That
what
happens. That happens.
yeah, what was the reason why Wellington College didn't perform so well that year?
Oh, that's so long ago. Um, I'm not sure. The comp was actually really good back then. There was guys like Asafo Amua, Losi Filippo at Stream, Scots. Man, they had a stacked team. Alex Fido, the twins. St. Pat's, they had a stacked team too. Billy Proctor. Who else was there? Xavier, Numia. So I think the competition was spread out quite well, and we were just unlucky.
Representative rugby, you've also partaken in the Wellington Sevens. Tell us about your time playing representative rugby.
Yeah, I didn't really actually make the field for Wellington Sevens. The week I got named for the wider training squad was the same week my dad went to hospital. He had a stroke, so the trainings prior to the tournament, I couldn't make it because of family commitments. So I was unlucky there, and I just kind of fell off the wagon after that. So I was real unlucky because I was at a time where I was training a lot, and I did want to pursue the rugby career, and then things happened and just fell off the horse. But happy to be back on it.
What do you do outside of rugby, Jimmy, that keeps you busy?
Not much. I have a 8-month-old son, so
Cool.
I'm just learning to be a dad. Currently doing a Sparky apprenticeship with GT Electrical, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I don't even go to training on Tuesday because that's my night class day. So I only go one training a week.
Of course, you missed the last time you played Tawa, and it wasn't due to injury. And it wasn't even the dreaded COVID virus; it was the flu.
Yeah,
and you said the flu was worse.
yeah, it was honestly that's next level. Like that flu is ruthless, and man, get a flu vaccination, guys. Be safe out there.
I definitely need so. Flu,
Yeah,
lucky I've avoided it so far, but it is terrible, terrible, terrible was the flu.
yeah.
But now you're fit and ready. You came off the bench against Hutt last weekend, and you got Tara again at home. Of course, the last time you played them, you were trailing at halftime 24 points to 7, and you clawed your way back and narrowly lost 29 points to 21. Well, probably without saying, the first half probably might need to work out there. But what else do you need to do to beat Tawa? And who is their biggest threat on the field that you need to nullify?
I'm not sure what we need to do. I think we just need to scan and look up, because that's where they were getting us in the first half last time we played them. We had forwards folding around the ruck, and their forwards just holding, and they would just take the blind side. And we didn't notice that. And we made a change in the second half, I think mentally too. And we came out and, as you said, we just fell short. But this time, we learn from what's happened. Hopefully we can get one over them. And key players to look for. I haven't even looked at their list, but I'm not sure if Peps is playing this week. If he is, then yeah, he is definitely one. Mean carrier is probably PJ Schick. He's been carving up, so he's another one to look out for. And pretty much everyone. You don't want to underestimate anyone. So
the Tawa forwards demolished OBU on Saturday. They put 40 points on OBU. You mentioned PJ Schick, but how will you combat against the Tawa forwards, which seem to have gone up another gear in the final series?
Yeah, my little brother plays for OBU. He's a prop for OBU, so I had a chat to him on Sunday review, and he was saying, first half they really came out, and I was like, sweet. That's something that's common with our game, is that every first half game they come out, hissing, and then second half they seem to not drop, but like slowly lose the momentum. So I think what we need to do is come out hissing even more, and get on top of them, and hopefully take the win.
What's your best game you've ever played in the Poneke colours?
Oh, I don't know. I'll take it back to the Petone one.
The Hardham Cup final last year, was it? Yeah.
No, not last year. No, I felt like this year's Petone game. I felt like that was one of my favorite games to play. I was just fizzing. I was keen. I knew they were the underdogs, and there's nothing better than being the underdogs and coming up on top. So, yeah.
What do but Poneke need to do this Saturday? Is it going to be the players turning up, or do you need a big sea of black and red there?
A bit of both. The big sea of red always there, like week in, week out. Our supporters are always there to support us wherever we go, near and far. So, like, if they come, then the boys should come. But I think what we need to do as a team is just come mentally prepared and physically prepared, because they're a big forward pack, and that's what got us last time we played. But we'll prep well, and hopefully we can get one over them.
Well, Jimmy, it's been fantastic having you on the Hui. We got there in the end.
Yeah, we did. Is this the longest episode you've had? Sorry.
Oh, we might edit it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I don't think people want to listen to me talk all the time, but it's been fantastic having you on the Hui, Jimmy. All the best for Saturday against Tawa. It's always a pleasure being out there at the Poneke Rugby Club. They're good folks out there, particularly like the John Jackson. They look after you well.
Indeed. Thank you very much for having me, Brad.
No worries, Jimmy. Take care. And then it's the Huddy Hui for this Wednesday. We've got another episode coming up on Friday. That will be with Mara St. Pat's James Zeno. We're looking forward to that in particular. That will be at 7 o'clock on Friday. And it's going to be a fantastic round of Jubilee Cup and Hardham Cup semi-finals this weekend. It's all to play for. That is the Huddy Hui for tonight.